Sprixie Show! Hi, everybody! Welcome to the first episode of the Sprixie Show! Today, we're gonna be looking at something so interesting and so Oopsies. Never mind. So, do you know what we're going to be doing today? A review? You betcha! Are you excited? Because I'm excited. Well then, here we go. This is our first review. Welcome to Pooh Corner. It's a good place to start, huh? But Green, I heard about this show. It's, well, don't worry, Orange. Please just calm down. It's okay. I don't want to hear about it anymore. Please. I don't like this show. I want to go home now. Can we just skip this review, please? Please? Anyway, let's continue with the review. Well, first of all, it looks like an innocent Winnie the Pooh show, huh? Well, it is. It's worth noting that this is the very first Winnie the Pooh TV series. And as you can see, it's live action. Who doesn't love live action? Okay. Let's play it straight. Let's just take a look at some of the differences. The biggest difference is Winnie the Pooh himself. He looks like Winnie the Pooh, only some people think he's creepy looking. Well, the cartoon Winnie, he's kind of cute. As you would expect, that's his regular appearance. But the live action Winnie the Pooh he's kind of, well, dare I put it, a little bit unnatural. I mean, his head seems a little too small, obviously because it's a costume, and people don't have that big of a head. And, I don't know, just seeing him walk around in, like, full body when there's somebody in the costume, it's just, I don't know. And don't even get me started about those eyes! I don't know why they made his eyes look like that. I guess it's just so he can blink. Pooh can blink without those. And does anybody know what they all look like? I assume they look like something. It's probably because of how low budget they are, but they can't really afford to make them look so good. You haven't knowing! Piglet is, well, he looks kind of cute. I'm pretty sure that the person who made these costumes had to make sure that they fit the people, were able to have their heads and their bodies be perfectly fit. But piglets, I wonder how small the person in the piglet costume was. Probably a little person or something? I don't know. But let's look at the differences between this piglet costume and the cartoon piglet. Well, the head's a little bit roundish. Also, this version of Piglet wears a scarf. Well, the Piglet we all know does not wear a scarf. I mean, it is a cute looking scarf. I do like scarves, but, well, I don't know. He does look cute in that scarf, I must say. Now let's look at Tigger. I understand Tigger is known to bounce out must say. Also, I think it is a little too, dare I say, quick. But you know what? I guess that's what makes Tigger funny. He's supposed to be really energetic. He's kind of cool here. He's really, really in character. The only difference is that instead of a pink nose, he has a black nose. I don't know, maybe they didn't have enough pink fabric to make the nose when they were making the costumes. Oh well. Now as for Eeyore, he is considered to be, well, an old gray donkey. As he is. But the thing is about this version of Eeyore is that he's less depressed and more cheerful. Also, I don't know if this is tied to any of the other stuff, but he really, really likes to eat thistles. I mean, thistles are plants, so I guess maybe they kind of put that into the actual Pooh stuff, but I guess that we've never really had that information, and we'd only heard it here. Also, how does the Eeyore costume work? So for Kanga, I understand Kanga is kind of the female in the Winnie the Pooh cast. But just seeing a live-action version of Kanga, well, in reference to Pooh form, she kind of looks a little bit like alright, let's move on. Will is, he's actually kind of cute. And that's all. Moving on. As for Rabbit, okay, going back to the costume proportions, and, well, the reason why they look like this is so they can fit the person in the costume. But for this, I feel like Rabbit looks a little bit too, wide. Well, the cartoon Rabbit is more, well, thin, I must say. Also, I noticed that Rabbit is less cranky than his original cartoon counterpart. Maybe the people who made the show just don't like Rabbit being a jerk. Finally, we have Owl. Owl, well, I'm guessing he's more of the, I don't know, he does have the gag of, or the running gag, I must say, much like Eeyore with the thistles. He likes to talk about his relatives. But you know what? Well, I'm guessing that's kind of a thing he could do. I mean, yeah, sure, he can be very mature and nice, but, yeah, just hearing him talk about his relatives is kind of amusing, I guess. But, yeah, as simple that, I can understand. Do you agree? I never knew that the characters had some interesting looks and personalities. And almost felt like that I missed something from the original stuff. Or should I say, the actual stuff that's been around for the longest. I know. And you, on the other hand, always respected them as creepy. But if you keep on looking at them, they may not seem creepy at all. They're actually kind of cute. And did these PSAs for educational children for schools. They talked about school bus safety and stranger danger. Oh, that's nice. I guess it really... Wait, what? Scuba safety, etiquette, and stranger danger? Are you telling me that they also educate children at school? Yeah. Is that a problem? I can't believe that those kids were actually able to pay attention without, worrying. Don't worry about anything. You see, Pooh's Great School Bus Adventure is a 13-minute long PSA that was released, I believe, in 1984. It taught children all about proper school bus etiquette. Well, what the plot is that the gang boards the school bus to deliver a prepared school lunch to Christopher Robin, which I believe is the only time he was ever addressed to in the show. Anyway, while on the bus, they talk about what to do and what not to do in terms of school bus safety. This includes not running in front of the bus, not going under the bus, and don't eat or drink on the bus. Proper safety school bus stuff, or that kind of, stuff like that. I mean, it's not really that popular. In fact, I'm pretty sure that you can only find a VHS copy of it somewhere in, I don't know, a really old vintage antique store or something. Some kind of thrift shop. There's no way you're able to find it in a library anymore. Unless you look hard. Really hard. I mean, come on. I feel like this is probably one of the most jarring